Whoa. Welcome back, guys, to episode 6, I believe. And we have our second guest on the show, Christian Callion, a.k.a. Young Crispo.
Little Crispo.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it Young Crispo or
I think
Crispo?
it's Young Crispo.
Okay.
I mean, I came up with it, so I think
It's
I should
true.
get to choose. But he's been a big supporter of the Giggle Gang since day one. Always
supporter.
reaching out saying, this was a good one. I giggled. Like things like that really just brighten up my morning.
Yeah, I believe that Christian should not just be a guest, but should be like a recurring guest.
Recurring guest.
Yeah,
Wow.
I am a little salty. I didn't get to be the first guest.
We reached out to you.
I know. I couldn't make it that time.
Can't make
But
it.
I'm just like really mad that I don't get to go down as like the
In
first
history?
guest
I know
ever.
that
on
kind of
Giggle
does
Gang.
suck. Yeah,
I
feel that.
wish we could have like on one of these walls, like, have you ever been like backstage at like Second
If
City
you
or
put
something, and they all
pictures of
sign
all
it?
your guests or something.
Like on
or
like
signing
backstage,
it.
like Second City, like everyone, if they do a show there, they get like sign the wall.
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
pretty dope.
but
I
we
would
don't own
definitely
this too.
join.
I can talk to Mr. Jenkins
we-
about it, but I don't have high hopes.
We
That, oh my gosh! Speak of
this.
Mr. Jenkins, there he
Ooh.
is.
I didn't get to see him.
You missed
He's
him.
a sexy
shit.
beast. He's a sexy beast.
Okay, so I think to start this, I want to share a little something that I made. So when we were recording it, it is February 14th, which is known to some people as Valentine's
Oh my
Day.
goodness! Did you get
Yeah.
his Valentine?
I did. Well, I got Jalen a Valentine. I made you a picture.
Okay,
So-
great.
Mingle.
How you doing, Jalen?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I've been like really sick the whole week.
Oh
I had,
yeah,
I had
that's been a
strep throat
huge.
last weekend,
Yeah, strep. Yep.
and that took me out like the whole week.
Damn, that's a bitch.
Yeah, it really is. It's like
Yeah.
the second time in like a year or two. I had it.
Really?
Yeah, I went to bed at 8:30 last night.
Probably should have gotten these.
like 9:30 for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
had
I
to
just
really-
slid the whole table.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh wow, mine's bigger. How
This
about
is
that?
yours.
Whoa.
Okay, you go first. This is just a little something to remember the episode by.
I'm really bad at opening letters.
It's okay. I didn't close it very well.
See what I mean? I told you I was really. Oh, it's
So-
a drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That
the
big
Giggle
ass
Gang
envelope.
episode 6. Wow, it's all of us.
There's us. You can
And
tell.
here, if you want to see.
So you're
the
in the
Giggle
middle.
Gang. Yeah.
There's me. You can tell because the big
Raffy.
muscles.
Of course.
And there's Jalen with. I try to draw waves with the mic. There's your mic.
We got a Mater Gator on the side.
Mm-hmm. Got Raffy.
Raffy.
Got a rainbow.
A nice
and,
little rainbow.
And a cool sunshine. And then
Hey,
I
you
signed
did it
it.
in the right order and everything.
I did. I counted the
Roy G.
Biv.
Biv. I learned that in like 7th grade. And to this
And
day,
then I
it's
signed
so
it down there
useful.
so that like it's worth a lot of money in the future.
All right, cool. I'll definitely be keeping
I didn't frame it, but I thought like the envelope was nice.
It was.
Okay, Jalen. I actually made this at church, so you better love it. Okay.
It's got the love of God
It
behind it,
says
as
to
well.
J Bay.
Oh my gosh.
I spent honestly
Oh
almost an
my
hour and a half on
gosh.
this. Like I'm not even joking.
Oh my god.
This is making me think of something.
That's actually so well creatively.
Yeah, that's like the most artistic
a little
I've
thing.
ever seen.
Okay, yeah. Read all the
Oh
poems.
my gosh.
There's a lot of poems.
Okay, so a lot of poems. Roses are red, violets are blue. Since you lost the compost, girl, I'm here for you. That's really good. Okay, the second one is, hey you, you're often on my mind. I know you're depressed, true. I know, but you're not the real kind you think.
You're so
there's-
slow.
I know, I'm sorry. I think there's more, what does that say?
Do you need me to read it?
Beast? What is
Do you
that?
want me to read
I
it?
don't, I
Okay.
don't know what this is.
Hey you, you're often on my mind. I know you're depressed, but not the real kind. You think there's more bears than people, but there's no way. Still thinking of you on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's good.
That's
good.
real good.
Very personable.
Yeah.
And from the Ernie to your bird, Eli Young, Nene Savetto. If you,
Mm-hmm.
that's great.
You know what that makes me think of? Remember Miss Delgado's last year when I made my
Oh my
Valentine
God, for
to
my
your
mom. I
And
didn't
then-
make one for my mom.
She read it and she thought it was so funny and she took a picture of it. It was like, what was it?
I don't remember, but it was like, I don't know, it was just like a weird picture of you or something like that.
It was like, is it hot? Is it just you or it's like, I don't know, is it hot in here? Is that just the spirit of Christ burning bright?
something
inside
like
of
that,
you?
yeah.
That was
Oh
funny.
my gosh. Oh, and a little story about the you know, it says your name up there.
Yeah.
So there were no more N's. So I took an M and then ripped off the edge of it.
Oh, I can see.
And then I took the end and I put it on the bottom.
That's good.
That's
You know,
really good.
That's
I,
some
mean,
tough
I
work.
honestly spent like an hour and a half on it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So yeah, those are my little gifts for you guys.
All right,
Hope
that's
you
real
enjoy.
impressive.
Because I made that, and then when I realized you were coming, I was like, well, that'd be so bogus to not bring you something.
Oh, so I was just an afterthought.
Oh yeah. Not
Okay.
even gonna lie. Well,
see
well
how
we
it
didn't get
is.
Rory anything, so
That's true.
That's true.
I feel like we
I
have
had no idea who that was. So I was like, that should be my seat. I should be the first guest on Giggle Game.
I think we definitely have to give a gift to each guest now. I think that should definitely be a thing.
That'd be pretty cool. I'm definitely keeping mine.
Hmm.
Probably gonna hang it next to my bed so I can see it every night before I go to sleep.
That's good. You can pray to it. Well, I told Christian to bring some stories, so
Okay.
do you have anything you want to share?
So the first story I thought of, like last year, was the beef with the gym equipment guy.
oh my gosh,
You remember?
he's not there anymore.
I know he's not there anymore. I don't know if he got fired or if he just quit or what happened.
Yeah, we definitely walk him through
But
that.
I
walk
think
him
that
through
was a good
This
story.
is definitely a
All
wild
right.
story.
So last year, Eli and I were in junior leadership together.
Best class ever.
Eli continued on to be a senior leader, while I chose a different path. Let's just put it that way.
He quit.
Yeah, but it was one day in junior leadership, and like I was supposed to be leading the class, so I was getting the gym equipment, and you have to go in like the gym equipment like locker room.
What is
where
that, like the
person
footballs
is.
and the bags and stuff like that?
Yeah, last year, like the guy that used to work there.
Yeah, yes.
He looks
yes.
kind of like a walrus
The guy-
for some reason. That's why.
No, I
think.
actually really like that guy.
No.
Listen, that guy is
The
the
weird,
worst.
he'd
I'm
play like
sorry.
the weird music, like it's so like blasting it. in
Yeah,
that
he,
room.
Yeah.
he was always playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lady who's in there now is so chill.
I like her. She's
I know.
really cool,
I
yeah.
walk in there all the time, and I just like go. I'm like, I'm just gonna take this, and she's like, okay. And she's
Yeah.
like watching like girls basketball highlights on her.
Yeah, because she's
computer.
the girls' basketball coach.
Yeah.
I think.
She's cool. I like her. But the guy last year,
Yeah, he was something
it
else.
was a little difficult. I like went in and I was looking for the dodgeballs, and I was like, "Hi, excuse me, can you point me towards the direction of the dodgeballs?" And he was just like, "Get out!" and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Get out!" So I literally just walked out the like equipment room, and I was like, very confused. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I'm just trying to get some dodgeballs, and he's like, "Walk back in," and I'm like, "Why are you talking to me like I'm like a fourth grader?" And so I walked back in, and he's like, "Introduce yourself to me,"
What the? Fuck?
and I was like, "Hi, I'm Christian. I'm in the junior leadership class." Excuse me. And I'm looking for the dodgeballs, and he's like, "When you walk in here, you know what the rules are. You know you have to introduce yourself to me before you get
Wait,
anything."
you know what I actually remember? I remember at the beginning of the year, Miss Brewer telling us that he was really sensitive. She was like, you have to introduce
She probably
yourself
did,
because
but
he's really sensitive.
I didn't remember it at the time.
It's so weird that like
He's
she had to
really
tell us that at one of the
Yeah.
teachers.
So he like made me leave and made me like come back in and
Mm-hmm.
introduce myself before I could get the stuff, and then just like wouldn't tell me. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he just
he, like,
didn't
wasn't
tell me
helpful.
where it was, and then just like left, and I was just like, okay,
Hmm.
I guess I don't know where the stuff is. I think eventually I found it and just like went to class and was just like, all right, that was weird. But then the next day I pulled up and we had a sub that day.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next day I showed up to class and Miss Brewer like asked me. She was like,
Go.
"Hey, I heard you had a little scuffle with the equipment guy. I heard you were being disrespectful to him." And I was like, "How is that being disrespectful?" I just like went in and asked for the dodgeballs, and she was like,
So disrespectful.
She was like, "Well, I heard you were being disrespectful, so he needs a formal apology." And I was like, "This is really stupid."
Hell no.
this is really some like, you took my ball. Now you
Yeah.
have to apologize.
So,
And,
so,
like, you
so
go
I had
get your
to go
mom.
to him and I had to like formally apologize. And he was like, I don't even know what's up with that man, but he was not
I forgot
happy.
about that.
Damn.
And then
That-
I was just like scared of him for like the rest of the year. I just
Yeah,
would not
honestly.
ask for the equipment. I'd get like Eli to do it or someone else.
I don't remember if I've talked about this on the podcast. I don't think I have, but that reminds me of when I got roasted in the teacher's lounge last year in Miss Delgado's class. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do remember that. That was hilarious.
So I've been in the terrace twice, and I've broken things twice. The first time was during like a Yamo tech rehearsal or something, and we were just running around, and I accidentally pulled one of the frames off the windows. I had to put it down. It was like all the windows were like lined up, and then one was just a little lower. But it wasn't like that big of a deal. And then this time, Miss Delgado, it was really cold like today. She took our whole class up and bought us all hot chocolate from
Shout
the
out Miss
teacher's lounge.
Delgado
Like,
for
that
that,
was
by the way. That
such
was
a homie
such a
move.
really cool thing
But
to
I
do.
was the last kid there, right? And I go to the thing, and I go, and it's one of those things where you take your cup and you put it under, and you press the button, and it fills it up the right amount because it's like a genius or something, right? And so I press it, and nothing happens. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's broken. And I'm about to press it again, and then it comes out so fast, and it just is like filling the cup so quickly, and it's like, and it's like way more aggressive than just like, you know? And I'm like, oh, it's not stopping. It's gonna definitely overflow. So I'm like, I've seen Indiana Jones. I know what to do. So I go and I grab another cup, and I'm about to do like the little switcheroo thing, which would have definitely worked.
Yeah,
Like
that would have been pretty cool. For sure.
I know. I really kind of wanted to do it too, and I'm about to do it, and then the not lunch lady, but like the lunch lady of the teacher's lounge comes over, and she's like, "You're not supposed to press the button more than once," and I'm like, "Oh, dang, I didn't." And so then she takes my second cup, puts it back, and then it overflows, and I'm like. And then she's like yelling at me for pressing the button and breaking the machine and for having it spill everywhere. And I'm like, do you have any like napkins or something so I can help clean it up? Because I was just trying to be nice. And then she left. And I was like, oh, well, that's different. And I found these little tiny napkins. I swear they were about this big. And I'm like trying to clean it all up with that because eventually it stops. But it went like a lot of places. And I'm trying to clean up. And then this teacher comes back and she goes, oh, don't worry about that. It does it all the time. And I'm like, thank you. And then she gives me like these actual paper towels and helps me clean it up. And I'm like, thank you. And then the lunch lady person comes back and she's still roasting me. And I'm like, I did your job. I cleaned it up. Like, chill. And then I left. Oh, no. Then I stole a little thing of peanut butter because I was angry.
That's why they're not allowed to invite students to the
Honestly, yeah.
teacher's lounge. Just because of you. You ruined it for everyone.
I'm so sorry, guys.
They were like, this is what happens. They ruined the hot chocolate
It was
machines.
not my fault, though. That's what they all say. Jalen, have you ever ruined the teacher's lounge?
No.
You ever been in?
Yeah, have you been up there?
I was
In the
I was
terrace?
there like for an audition, but that's it.
An audition for what?
Mr. Herbert put the auditions in there, so I just went
Ooh,
in there
your
for the
favorite.
That's
auditions.
spooky.
I know.
All right, well, I have some more things to talk about.
Okay.
I would like to say top of the list is I have to bring some justice for scalene triangles.
Oh, no.
Okay, I was going to wear a shirt that said justice for scalenes, but I ran out of time to make one.
That would have been
That was a little-
so much more commitment than any of us have to Giggle Gang.
Yeah, so
That's like, wait, real quick. That's like when we have our mock trial tournaments are super early on Saturday mornings. Like, you have to be at ETHS at like 7. And this one girl couldn't come and texted the coach, but he didn't respond, so she didn't know if he got it. So she showed up at 7 a.m. to tell him that she couldn't come and then left. And I was like, bro, you're a freshman. I'm a captain. That's more dedication
Yeah, I would
than I
never
have to
do
the
that.
team. Like, oh my gosh, that's so impressive.
yeah, but I would just like to say shout out to all my scalenes out there.
No.
You're loved too, okay? We're all people, no matter what triangle you draw.
Mm-mm.
Oh, another thing I have, your friend Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in my gym class. Yeah, I didn't.
Shit, really?
I didn't really know him. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was. I guess I saw him. I think he was in Yamo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw him a little bit in Yamo, and then when I went to the improv show,
Mm-hmm.
Secret Grandpa,
Shout out.
shout out. But I saw him, up front, sitting next to Jalen, I think. But he's my badminton partner.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is he good?
No. That's what I wanted to say. I just want to let you know. I heard Kevin talk some trash about me.
Kev, dog.
But Kevin, I am not the worst player on the team, and there's a 2-person team, okay?
That's
So we're just going to leave it at that. You were my badminton
Yeah,
partner
I go.
last year.
I
You
go
know I'm
crazy.
not that bad.
Yeah, Christian's all right. I'm
Kevin,
really bringing
He
the smoke.
loses it in the sun somehow. It's like we're in the
Those
field house. It's
people,
not
okay.
like I don't even.
Okay,
get
well, there
anything.
is. If you're on one side, sometimes the lights do kind of mess you up, but like only if you're.
Yeah, he
weak.
does it on
I
every
mean, it
side.
has to
I
be
don't know what's
direct
up with that guy.
sunlight to get in your face, so like for you not to miss it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
only if
just
you have like weak eyes, right?
Yeah.
Like my eyes can like
Yeah,
fight
exactly.
anything.
Come on, just don't be so mentally weak,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Kev.
Ugh.
Well, he's an up and coming rapper, so
Oh yeah,
run up a check. Shout out Kevin.
he seems cool though. I like him.
Yeah, he's a homie.
Yeah.
Not at badminton though.
All right, let's see. What else do I have here? All right. Oh, I have
You
the
really have a
question.
whole notes page. I just want to
I
say
do
he's
have a whole
scrolling through a
notes
whole
page.
notes page.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
really
all right.
impressive.
I have a question. It's kind of like a prediction. So I guess Jalen might not know who this is. But my question was, where do you think fake Charles is now?
Wow.
So for those who don't know, fake Charles, I guess Charles is a guy that...
Charles Murphy, the musician. He's a great guy.
Yeah, we're both
really
friends,
talented.
I guess.
But then there's this guy who I've seen walking around the streets of Evanston.
The streets.
And he kind of looks like Charles, but like not really.
No,
that
he looks
much.
a lot like Charles. They were literally the same person.
Except he has this beard, and he walks, and when he walks, he flicks his hands back like this. That's how we always know it's him. And then we started seeing him a lot of places, and we're like, oh, fake Charles. And then he was a crossing guard for a while, and he was apparently really bad at it.
Yeah, he did not last very long.
Apparently,
at that
he
job.
would like hit people with a sign.
Where did you get that from?
Someone told me. Instead of just going like, hey, stop, they went.
Whoa.
Maybe
That's crazy.
Why.
Fake Charles got off
where's
the
he
rails.
now? I don't know. I haven't seen him in a little bit.
I think he's either, I wrote down, I think he's either a balloon animal guy, like he pumps up balloons, or he works at a bowling alley. I feel like those are the two places.
I'm going to go with balloon animal, Jay. What do you think? Just knowing what.
Bowling alley.
Bowling alley? Okay,
Yeah.
well, survey says
Service.
balloon animal. Yay, I win.
Yay.
2-0.
That's just not true.
Okay,
Okay, Christian did also come prepared with two. Which one has more?
I do have.
But Jalen and I
two
don't have
what
one
has
because
more.
we didn't know we were going to play.
That's fine. All right, I'm gonna start off. Oh, don't look at the numbers. I have the numbers here. All right,
Okay.
what has more?
Which one?
Which one has more? Sorry.
What's the name of the game?
Fireplaces in the White House. In the White House. So Donnie's
love this game.
fireplaces, or DVDs in the complete VeggieTales DVD collection. You
Such a
can buy all of their DVDs in one collection, which kind of
Wait,
sounds like a
first
steal.
of all, how much is that collection?
I don't. Well, that might give a hint to the price.
Oh, okay.
How many there are? So, just to reiterate,
VeggieTales
that is
DVDs.
Fireplaces in the White House and DVDs in
I'm
the
gonna go VeggieTales.
complete DVD collection.
I'm going to do the VeggieTales DVD one. What do you think, Jay?
I think it's White House. The White House fireplaces.
All right. Well, there are 28 fireplaces in the White House. This is
Damn.
a lot of fireplaces to be in one
many?
one house. But there are 50 DVDs.
Holy
in the complete
shit.
VeggieTales DVD collection.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I think it's like $150.
That's kind of a steal. That's $3 a DVD, and each DVD is filled with just like I guarantee like an
Fun.
hour of laughter.
Yeah.
If you have
good
not
Bible
watched
lessons for your
VeggieTales,
child as
if you have
well.
not watched VeggieTales, it doesn't matter what religion you are, you have to watch
VeggieTales
it.
is fantastic.
It's supposed to be for young
It
Christian
made me the
kids.
person I am today.
Yeah, but it's so funny, and they have some great songs. Jay, did you ever watch it?
I mean, the
Do you
only,
know what
the-
VeggieTales is?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I
I've
mean,
showed him a lot.
The only the only thing I remember about VeggieTales is like sitting in the hospital, like watching it from like looking up at the TV on the wall.
And he's
That's
thinking,
the
just
only-
change the
That's
channel,
the only
please.
image I remember of watching VeggieTales as a child.
All right. So I have
Second.
another one.
So I won that one.
Which one has more?
Okay.
The number of hot dogs eaten by Americans per year, or the number of animal species on Earth?
This is the best game ever.
I know. I really like this game too.
It's hard to come up with the things,
It's
though.
very hard to come up with the things.
Okay. So species on Earth versus what was it?
Hot dogs
Hot
eaten
dog-
by Americans per year.
Well, I saw something online that said Australia's like ecosystem is so dense that they only think they've mapped like a third of the species that are there, or something like that.
Interesting.
But screw that. We're just gonna think about hot dogs versus species. I don't know, Jay. You go first on this one.
What was the first one again?
Number of hot dogs eaten by Americans per year, or the number of animal species on Earth.
Oh, I think it has to be the first
You
one.
think
I was
it's
kind of
hot
leaning
dogs?
towards
Yeah.
hot dogs. But to make it interesting, I'll go animals. You know, for the balance. But I kind of think it's hot dogs too.
Okay, number of animal species on Earth is, according to Google, 8.7 million.
Damn.
The number of hot dogs eaten by Americans per year,
That's gonna be something crazy.
apparently it's 20 billion,
What?
which is nuts.
No way.
I know. I looked it up. It said like 70 hot dogs per person, like American
Oh
on
my
average. So
God.
I'm like, who's eating 70 hot dogs per year? But that's according to like the National Hot Dog Committee or something like that.
Okay, so we
So
each got
I don't
one.
know, but
To draw.
yeah, it was a pretty good performance all around.
Yeah, those are some good ones.
Thank you.
You're kind of
What do
setting
you
the
call
bar
it?
high for the other guests with this whole notes page, and two, which one has more, and they're kind of heaters too. This is when I came up with the one the other week. I just like searched something. I was like, how many this are here? And then I was like that, and I was like, what's something that could be close to that number? And then I like
Yeah.
searched that too. But it kind of takes a while.
Yeah, it took a while. I was like, what has a lot more than you would think of? And
Yeah.
then that didn't give anything. And then, like, I was just doing the most vague searches, like, which thing has a lot more than the other thing? And then, yeah,
Rookie mistake.
did not
Yeah,
really get
idiot.
a lot.
Yeah, I still can't believe that Maldives allows no dogs. In the
Yeah,
whole
that was
country.
nuts.
Yeah.
That one got me. I always play along. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, it's a fun game.
I always
I'm
play
like,
along.
I'm like, okay, I
That's
think
so
that one is
relatable.
Play along at home.
It's so relatable.
I think. Do you have any? Like, I feel like we need to come up with some more games.
Yeah, I feel like there could be some good games.
We
too.
had some other games that we came up with, like doing impressions of people, but then we
Just
thought
play a
that might
live
be
push
mean.
game.
We thought doing impressions might be mean.
Impressions.
Doing celebrity interviews.
Celeb interviews. Okay.
Hot takes, but that's mostly just everything Jalen says
Hot
anyway.
takes. You know, like, there's an episode in Family Guy where Peter does, like, a newscast, and it's like, what really grinds my gears.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, you know what really grinds my gears, and then he just,
Oh,
like,
that's like
rants on something
when people
really
say no
stupid.
offense. Jalen got mad about that the other day.
Yeah.
Someone says no offense. Yeah, that, like
Oh,
I,
yeah, no offense.
I heard. God, where was it? I don't remember where it was, but I was sitting there and it made me think of you because someone literally said like, "No offense, but I don't think you're very good at this," or something like that. I was like, "Dang." I don't remember where it was though, but it was something so mean like that.
That should definitely be the new segment around me. It's showcased around me, like what grinds my gears.
What grinds my
What
gears?
So we have to
Okay.
call it
Grinds my
something
gears.
else.
And
like
did Jalen just rants on
what-
something?
What netties my pot?
Oh, I hate a neti pot. Speaking of things that neti my pot, neti pots. Those things are the worst, bro.
What Nettie's my pot? Okay,
Those, oh, no.
we'll figure out something like that. Also, you do some kind of graphic design. Do you know how to animate?
Okay, I do not know how to animate. I was thinking about it. I was like, I would really love to do something for your show.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, graphic design, right? I did graphic design one last
Mr.
year.
Simos.
And I was like, that was cool. That was fun. And then I did graphic design 2 this year.
Ooh.
And, like, my project was, like, always the worst in the class. Like, every
Yeah,
single
that's how-
project, mine was, like, the last voted
That's
on.
like the final for graphic design 1 when I did it was a show poster.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
you
pick
did
like an
the-
artist and you make like a poster for like a concert and I did the Wiggles.
Yeah.
And Mr. Simons did not hang it up in the hallway even though he hung up everyone else's in my
That's
class.
so funny.
But it was so good too.
I love Mr.
I made a
Simons.
couple where there was like it was like each color and like their head over their color.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've
And then there
seen
was
it.
one. This one was really good. It was a bowl of fruit salad.
Oh, yeah.
And I took out all their heads and I integrated it into the fruit salad with their matching color. And I said, "The fruit salad tour. It's yummy, yummy."
That's a great poster.
Like I would definitely go see that
I'd
show.
definitely go see that show. The
Okay,
Wiggles fruit salad show.
I think it's about time to wrap it up. Any last
All right.
thoughts, guys?
I don't really have any final comments.
Any last comments, Jay?
Oh, happy
Just
Valentine's Day.
Happy
That's a good-
Valentine's
that's
Day
a
to the
good
Giggle.
comment.
Oh, this is the new Giggle Gang sign that Jalen and I came up with. It's like making like a G. It doesn't really look like
Yeah,
a
well, I
G.
think we should
Not
still
a
be in the
G.
works.
You could
with
totally
that.
come up
I
with-
think
yeah,
it's still
that-
needs to go back to the drawing boards.
Okay,
Yeah.
shut it. If you
No.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
if you have a better symbol, for because we want it like when we're walking in the hallway, we see someone, we're just like, and they and they know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They know what's up. They know
Yeah.
you're a real giggler.
Like if you're a part of the gang, if you're a giggler, then we got to come up with a symbol. So a suggestion with that, suggestions for other games or other things we could talk about, or just ways to make it better in general. We still have a long list of guests. I think, fingers crossed, we're gonna have a very, very special guest next Friday. No
Ooh.
spoilers. I've told you about this. No, I didn't. Never
I
mind.
know, yeah, I was not informed.
I talked to Oscar about it, and he was like the same person.
Oh, I think I do know.
Oh, Jalen's done.
Oh, no,
Oh, he took off the
I just can't
took off
hear
the
anything.
headphones.
I think it was pulled or something. I
Okay.
can't hear anything.
He's
Alright.
just done. Okay, I think that's time for us to sign off. Gang out.
There you go.
Okay, and the signature salute. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Happy Valentine's Day.